Hello. Welcome. It is me. I know it's been a while, but I had things in the background, work, school, made me very, very busy. But here I am, a very long time later, and I wanted to start off with something kind of looking back on how Dokkan has been as a whole in terms of Dokkan Fests. Last time I recorded was right before the 4 year anniversary, before, where are you two? Before this guy and this guy came out. And with that, it has been a very long time where there are a ton of units that have come out. Some of them I love, some of them I hate. Tons of opinions have come out. And I will be sharing them with you. Today I will be actually just going over Dokkan Fest exclusives, TURs. I won't be doing EZAs because that's a whole video in and of itself and I need content. So I'm just going to be doing non-EZA TURs, and I'll be sticking very clearly to what Global has right now. So that means no Beerus, no LR Vegito or Gogeta. Obviously, they're LRs anyways. And then also no Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku and no Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, because they are only on JP right now, even though I think that they might be the next Dokkan Fest, unless they do something for Goku Day. I'm not completely sure. But with that being said, I'm also not going to be ranking Rose on this list because he is a future EZA unit very clearly, seeing as how Vegito Blue is EZA'd, and Rage Trunks, this one got his EZA on JP not too long ago, I think it was only a few days ago, and Merge Zamasu got his EZA during the celebration with this guy and this guy. I'll probably just go down this list and rank as we go. This is the criteria of it. I kind of like this criteria because you can be like, oh well, you're S, you're not quite double S, and you're not A, but you're S, type of thing. So with Turles, I'm actually going to put you. Speaking of, I'm going to put you at S. Turles goes at S because he is, arguably still the best support type unit in the game, giving 3 key, giving to all types. Doesn't matter, extreme, super, whatever category you're on, doesn't matter. All types, 3 key, 40% attack, that's a ton. His links are great, having Fierce Battle and Prepared for Battle. I believe he also has Brutal Beatdown, and Big Bad Bosses, stuff like that is just really, really helpful. He has a chance to stun, which doesn't really matter unless you're in Super Battle Road. But it can come helpful. The only thing that bothers me about him is that he doesn't become, he's not a support type unit when he transforms, which I guess would make sense, but that does suck for when you're trying to just blow through an event and you're like, the key and the attack, so useful, and then he transforms and then you get none of it. But he is still really, really good. He takes a little bit of damage now, but that's because Dokkan Fest events and like Legendary Goku events and Legendary Goku event and Dokkan events are getting really, really hard towards that back end. Next up is Blue Gogeta. Now I really want to put him in Z, but that's because I love Blue Gogeta. I love this unit. But the thing, and I put him in Triple S, and I put him up there because my thing with him is that I get him to transform pretty often. His team is really, really good, super effective against all types. Mine is rainbowed, and has full additional, and then the 6 crit, so he could crit before. But the thing is that I've used him a ton in the Legendary Goku event, and he just, I get very unlucky and he doesn't dodge, and that annoys me, especially when I'm trying to do those challenge runs, because I still have a few to do with movie heroes, Movie heroes, movie bosses, full power are like the ones that I know I can do. If I had Zamasu, where are you? AGL Zamasu, this guy. I think I would be able to do Realm of Gods, but I don't, so that's the thing. But he's still really, really good. He's not quite Z, and I wish I could put him at Z, but there's something about him that's just like holds him back. AGL Metal Cooler, I'm gonna put him above Turles, but in S. And the thing with AGL Metal Cooler is that he isn't AGL Metal Cooler Giant or AGL Metal Cooler Core. He's just Metal Cooler, and that is a problem when you have to decide if you want to take the Int Metal Cooler, the EZA, who is another really, really good support type unit. You know, actually, he might be better than Turles just because he gives attack and defense. I think it's like 35% attack and defense to extreme types, but that's the only thing, it's to extreme. AGL Metal Cooler is really good. It takes him a little bit to build up attack, but that's not too bad. He hits really hard after his attack is built up, and he heals the damage that he took. I think it's like 7% of the damage he took. And then, you know, if you go below 50%, you get that Metal Cooler Core. That also kind of holds him back a little bit, just because, you know, there's no LR Baby thing where he gets an extra orb. I wish they did that with Giants nowadays. You know, I wish they just cut the crap and were like, all right, you get +1 key per key sphere so you can actually use these and utilize them. Excuse my sniffles, it's allergy season. But that's kind of what puts Metal Cooler in this spot for me. I wish I could really put him higher, but it's with like those restrictions and with that decision that you have to make. It's like, oh well, do I want the awesome support or do I want some damage and healing? And also, like, they would be perfect linking partners, and it sucks that they can't link because they're the same name. Next is Super 17. Super 17 right now is really, really bad. I'm gonna put him in like D or E. You know, he could fit like here. And that is, he has damage reduction, sure. 40% damage reduction is good. He has no defense, and like he is built the same way that LR Goku Black and Zamasu are, where they build up attack to, I think, 120%. They get 40% attack when they get hit. But the thing is that LR Goku Black and Zamasu, they at least get defense on their super attacks. Both of them, they get defense and they heal. Super 17 doesn't do that. He just gets hit with 40% damage reduction, and then, you know, in harder events, that's not going to help you. Like, I've seen a ton of people use him on the new Extreme Super Battle Road on JP, and it just doesn't help him. Even with defense, like if you link him up with the Awakened Metal Rildo, it just doesn't help like it should. I believe on Global we've only gotten one of the Awakenings for those 40% units, but you know, there's not a lot to say about Super 17. That's pretty much it. It's just next is Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, B tier. He's standard, has good attack, good defense, decent categories. He gets replaced on Shadow Dragons pretty much because of the LR, who is way, way better. He's not a bad unit. When the 120% leader is EZA, it's going to be crazy. You know, leader skills are going to be like, I'm predicting like 4 key and like 130% attack to that typing, or if you want to get crazy, maybe even 4 key 100 or 3 key 150% to that typing. I could see that, and then he's just going to be insane. He does have the chance to counter super attacks, I believe. Does he? I don't remember if he does. No, he doesn't. The the 3 Super Saiyan 4 counter super attacks are the 2 SHA4s, LRs, and then LR. Oh wait, no, and then Tech full power Goku, and then it's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He and the SHA4 Goku can't do that. I remember correctly now, unless I'm wrong. Oh well. So he's fine. Transformer Goku goes in A tier, and he goes in A tier because he's really good. Builds up attack and defense on super attack. He gets more damage reduction as the fight goes on, and then he has really good links when he overall he has prepared for battle for Super Saiyan 1 and 2, and then he turns into an Over and Flash unit, and then Over and Flash and Shocking Speed at God and Blue. That's really his biggest hang-up, is that his links change so drastically that it's like, on a Super Saiyan 3 team it's fine because you have Bardock, who has Over and Flash and Prepared for Battle, but overall it's like, unless you get really lucky with orbs, or you have support type units, or you have orb changers, this Goku's going to be kind of hard to maintain that attack and defense. The other thing is that when he turns blue, he doesn't have... It's like he never got a defense buff in the first place. He's just mitigating damage, and then it's only by 25%, so it's another Super 17 scenario, but he has previously stacked defense. Like if he had at blue like 50% defense and then the 25% damage reduction, he would be way higher. He would be like double S or like triple S probably. Same kind of goes for transforming Frieza, but we'll get to him when we get to him. I like him a little better than Goku for whatever reason. Next is, these are all EZA units. Here we go. Angel Golden Frieza. Angel Golden Frieza, I'm going to put him at double S. And I'm going to put him at double S because, yes, he's aged a little bit. Like I believe he's like 2 years old. But there's something about Angel Golden Frieza and the way his card is built that I really like. The fact that he lowers enemy attack, or super enemy and I guess ally attack by 15%, makes him really, really useful in Super Battle Road. Whether it be, I use him a ton in Full Power Super Battle Road, which can maximize, which really maximizes LR Goku and Frieza, linked up with his tech counterpart. I like him obviously on his own category, which another thing, his category is incredible. I think the thing that really hinders TUR lists here is that there's a better leader for movie bosses. For Metal Cooler, the Wicked Bloodline category is good, but it's still kind of limited, whereas Revived Warriors or Resurrected Warriors, whatever you want to call it, is really good, and it will probably stay good for a long, long, long time. And then we have another unit who leads that team on JP and probably soon on Global, which is the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, but that's more for like a Saiyan build on that team. And I like Angel Golden Frieza a lot on on this on his own Revived Warriors team. Also, I just looked it up. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, this one can counter super attacks. I don't know why. Can Goku do that? I don't think he can. I don't remember. I also have to look. I should have looked that up too. I can do that right now. But yeah, I like Angel Golden Frieza there. There he is a lot. His links are incredible. His category is incredible. He's just great. Next up is Int Goku Black. This is going to be super duper controversial, but I really like Int Goku Black. I know that it's hard to get his transformation mechanic because it's 6 turns, and we know what 6 turns is. We hate 6 turns. But the thing is that staying above 80% isn't that difficult. He's not the most useful in Super Battle Road just because it takes him forever to get his defense up. But I really like I really like him for his category, and for him in the Legendary Goku event. Also, the STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku can do it too. So I guess all the Super Saiyan 4s can counter super attacks, and I just never remembered. Go back to Goku Black. And then when he transforms, getting, building up crit and defense is great. He greatly raises defense. He gives 3 ki, There's so much that Goku Black does, and I think he's actually a bit more underrated than, he really should be. There's in looking at his category, you get basically every single unit on Future except for the 2 Future Gohans, pretty much, and then added onto that, you get all of the Dragon Ball Heroes units, which I think is great. I think that's incredible, because Dragon Ball Heroes is such a fun addition to that team. Things like Fu and Xeno Goku and Vegeta, the 2 Super Saiyan 3s, and even the 2 supported Xeno Gokus and Vegeta. Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, Super Saiyan 3 Gohan, Supreme Kai of Time, the tech one. These are all really, really, really good units that fit on this team that is led by Tech Goku Black. And he supports a ton of those units on that team because he has prepared for battle. When he transforms, he gives 3 ki to extreme types if you're doing it like that. And there are a bunch of support type units on that team. Again, Supreme Kai of Time. Darkness Toa is another one that fits really well. There's, is it Demigra? I think it's like the physical Demigra has a 3 ki passive. So it's like there's a ton of, let me see really, really quickly. There he is. I did pull him. Yeah, Demigra. I don't know how to pronounce that, but like that Super Demigra, he's really good actually. He, has a 120% attack buff. He gives 3 ki to all extreme allies, and he even has like, enemies. I read allies, and he even lowers enemy attack by 20%. So you can't get that on the Future category, which is why I think Trunks is a bit overrated in terms of his team. But that's, again, we'll get to Trunks. Next up is you. Yes. Actually, no. I'm gonna do this. Gogeta, he's still good. Lowers attack. The only problem is that Strength Gogeta has pretty much replaced him. The only thing that Gogeta has that Strength Gogeta doesn't is I believe he has either experienced fighters or in-fighter, which is a very, it's a helpful link. It's a link that Gogeta doesn't have. That Strength Gogeta doesn't have because he's so old, and they refuse to add links or change links to 2 units. I don't know. It is experienced fighters, not in-fighter. It's experienced fighters. The thing about Gogeta is that it's the same with most of the 120 leads, is that they're just outdated right now in this easy A meta and in this really, really heavy category meta. And a lot of them have been replaced, like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, in Gogeta, all 3 of them, for example, have pretty much just been replaced, and it's not their fault necessarily, it's just how the game works. But when they get their easy A, damn well he's going to be better than the STR Gogeta, because they're going to make him better than the STR Gogeta, and that's just how it is. So it's not a product of him being bad. It's just a product of them being old in this new meta. Kid Goku, he's grown on me a ton. Kid Goku has grown on me a ton. I used to hate his card. I don't know why. There was just something about him. But after pulling him and after using him a ton and using his teams a ton, I actually really, really like Kid Goku. He takes a little more damage than I would like on Super Battle Road, or the Legendary Goku event, excuse me, when he's all built up. On Super Battle Road, I didn't use him on the Pure Saiyans run that I did. I went very, very defensive and very slow on that run. But, you know, Inca Goku isn't bad. Like, his biggest thing is that his team, both his teams, are kind of limited. And then his links are a little wonky. Like, it's really easy to get, like, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, the Innocence, Incredible Adventure, but it's kind of difficult to get Fierce Battle within that. You know, obviously Kamehameha is a really easy link to get there, too. All in the Family is, I think it's a little tricky. I'm looking at my phone right now because I have, you know, Inked Goku lined up. You know, All in the Family it's alright. You can get it, you know, but you kind of have to build the team with a unit with All in the Family. I think Easy 8 Goten has All in the Family, and he's actually really good on that team. No, he doesn't. He should. Those Blazing Battle Easy A's really should have All in the Family. That's like the whole point, regardless. Inked Goku's really, really good. His biggest hindrance for me is his teams. You know, Dragon Ball Saga being really limited in terms of cards. You know, most of them come from the World Tournament banners, which is fine, but, you know, none of those cards are super duper spectacular. And then Youth comes and goes with really good units. You know, obviously, yeah, you have LR Gohan. Both LR Gohans are on Youth. And you have, like, Easy Go Tanks, but then, you know, kind of falters from there. Next is you go above Super 17 just because it is you seem Inked Buu is just so much easier to play around just because of how much support Extreme Int has. Like, looking at Extreme Int right now is, you know, you have the Metal Cooler, that Easy A Metal Cooler. There's Int Turles. There's the Int GT Frieza. The free-to-play one, he does give Extreme Key. There's Broly and Paragus. You know, Orb Changers like Android 13 exist. Like, you know, and, you know, when Inked Buu, again, when he gets his Easy A, he's going to be really, really, really good. He's going to hit like a truck, he's going to heal a ton, and hopefully he'll have defense, and hopefully he'll have Ki. But till then, he's just like, meh. You know? For him, it's not really a product of him being, like, old. It's more a product of him having kind of like a broken kit. You know, and broken in like an actual broken, not great type of way. Next, we have Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, I struggle to put him in the S range. I struggle to put him here. I don't know. Maybe it's because he's, like, as of now, he's the only leader of his team. And he links great with the team. And he has this awesome support type buff. You know, but that support type buff is locked behind an HP restriction, and then he gets his attack and defense. I think he gets both attack and defense on Super, or is it just defense? There you are. Yeah, it's attack and defense when on Super. And for Super Battle Road, for Super Saiyan 3 Super Battle Road, it's kind of annoying, really. And his sealing ability is, I believe it's only like a chance. It's a medium chance. So I probably just got really unlucky. He's not bad. I think, in my opinion, of Super Saiyan 3 Bardock will change in addition to more Super Saiyan 3 units, and, you know, the better Super Saiyan 3 leader being that Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Angel Goku, who transforms. His links are really good, actually. experienced fighter to first awaken. He has all the Super Saiyan 3 links that you would love to have, including prepared for battle. So, there's nothing really to hate, but I want more from Bardock, so I'm putting him in A tier. UI Goku, oh boy. He's another one that I'm gonna put in A tier because he's aged. UI Goku's still awesome. He's still like one of my favorite cards in the game. Stacking attack, attack and defense, plus 100. Very simple passive, very simple super attack. But my problem is when he awakens, there's no defense. Yes, he has a high chance to dodge, I believe. Great. That should be a high chance. No wonder. A great chance is like, what, 50%? Something like that. Whereas a high chance is like 70. If he had a high chance to dodge, I wouldn't complain as much, but it's the fact that he gets hit so often, and he has no defense, so all he does is take damage. And I like him better than Transforming Goku just because I like the teams he's on. Like, I like Representative Universe 7, I like Tournament of Power, Realm of Gods, they're both on, but I don't run Transforming Goku in Realm of Gods. These, and, I just like UI Goku better, but he's still on that I wish you did more defensively, or I wish you just had a higher chance to dodge. That's really it. His links are really good. They're what you would expect for, UI Goku. Kamehameha, duh. Over in a Flash, Tournament Power, Fierce Battle First. He's actually a really good linking partner, looking at it, with Bardock, because they both have First Awaken, which is a whole 25% attack link. And I know that the STR God Goku is like supposedly a really good linking partner with him, just because they both have First Awaken and Godly Power, and Godly Power is 15% attack. So I don't run that rotation at all. Unfortunate. Skipping you people. Android 17, S rank, very, very S rank. Just the utility that he gives with lowering attack, with guarding, his damage reduction below 70% or 77%. Just the amount of utility, him giving 3 key to all allies, shocking speed, it is 77%. He gets 40% damage reduction. He gives key, he gives defense, he has Rival Duo, Shocking Speed, Tournament of Power, Fierce Battle, so he links up really well with LR Goku and Frieza, which is all I want in life. I have no issue with him. He can get hit for a little hard before he starts lowering enemies' attacks and before he gets his damage reduction. He gets hit for a little more than I would like during the Legendary Goku event, but that's more akin to him only getting an extra 40% defense on top of a leader if you don't run any other support. But I can't fault MVP 17 at all. His links are great. His category is the Android category, so we already know how good that is. His categories are on fire. Universe. Obviously Tournament of Power, Androids, Reps Universe 7, Siblings Bond is a great category. Worthy Rivals, I don't have the rival category, and I actually don't. That's the one I don't really have a ton of experience using, is that rival category with Piccolo. Next is Dragon Ball Super Broly. Dragon Ball Super Broly goes right up here with Gogeta. The category itself, movie bosses and full power, so good. So good. You know, he greatly raises attack for 1 turn. He AoEs. He always supers. He transforms in 4 turns, and his transformation is really, really good. You know, 188% attack. Jesus Christ. And then, you know, 120% defense. And then does he do immense? He does immense transform. Does he do... No, he does. He did supreme before. I did not know that. And then his links are just good. Super Saiyan Warrior Race, Prodigies. I wish Berserker was a better link. I wish Berserker didn't have an HP restriction. I wish it was just 20% attack. And then he has Prepare for Battle and Shocking Speed, which are 2 very, very vital, pivotal links for any team. You know, villain or hero. You know, things are bound to have Shocking Speed, things are bound to have Prepare for Battle. So I have no complaints about Broly. This is one 120 Elite that I actually think is really, really good. Still, I think Cooler has aged really well, and I think a lot of that is in turn because of this guy, STR Cooler. The fact that you can use him on the same team with that STR Cooler, who I unfortunately don't have. I went actually pretty hard for him. I went like 400 stones and I didn't pull him, which is unfortunate. I got really unlucky on that banner, actually. But the fact that he goes on that team and he links so well, especially with Cooler when he transforms, is just so good. Really good links for the teams he's on. You know, having Shocking Speed and Big Bad Bosses and Fierce Battle is really all you need for movie bosses, but then you go on to Wicked Bloodline, and then he has Strongest Clan in Space, Thirst for Conquest, Metamorphosis, Universe Most Malevolent. He's just really, 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 really good. Ooh. Again, excuse me, it's allergy season. My nose has been killing me, but I wanted to do something. I wasn't feeling very well a few days ago, but now I'm feeling a lot better, except for my nose. So again, excuse me. Cooler, I think he deserves to be on A tier. I personally think he's the best aged 120 lead, having good attack, having pretty good defense, having those chances to launch additional supers, or just additional attacks in general. I think it's just really, really, really good. Next up, we have Future Gohan. Now, Future Gohan will usually go here, but I'm actually going to do this. I put him in S because of the Legendary Goku event and the Future team. Trunks, Dragon Ball Super Trunks, and in transforming Future Gohan have made this guy so good. They have made him really, really good. Just a better leader, better linking partners. The Legendary Goku event has given this Gohan really a chance to shine. In terms of, you know what? I'm putting him here. More so because of his category. Is like his category is fine. Like his leader, but like Trunks and Gohan, I guess, carry him hardcore. And I know that is like, it's interesting. In the Legendary Goku event, he's taking double digits, triple digits from STR UI Goku, fully built up on the Future team. You know, after a super attack, he is good. To me, he falls under that kind of category of in Goku Black, where he wasn't great, but now he's actually really good because there's an event that you can utilize him to his full potential. That's how I think about it. He's not even bad in Super Battle Road. He's kind of squishy for the first few turns, which I guess makes him kind of subpar. His links aren't bad either. Just looking at it, he has All in the Family, Defense Link, Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Experienced Fighters, Fierce Battle, all really good attack links, Prepare for Battle, Dismal Future. Dismal Future is really good on his team. being, future, and then even like master and student bond if you're running him there, because you're probably going to run Dragon Ball Super Trunks, and you're obviously going to have that transforming Gohan if you're running that team, because he's the best leader by far for that team. His links aren't bad. Again, I think that he's just more so a product of better categories. Next, where are you? There we are. You are probably the first category leader that I dropped down here. I would say that you are better than both of them. I'm going to put you in B. Let's do this. Physical Omega Shenron. Physical Omega Shenron sucks only because Strength Omega Shenron is so much better. I personally think Strength Omega Shenron is so much better. There's so much more utility that you can use with Strength Omega Shenron, and Physical Omega Shenron's category is just not great. He's a Shadow Dragons category. I wish he was just an overall GT category, because I actually think that Super 17 would have way more utility. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, before the LRs came out, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta would have been able to have been run together. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta would have been on that team. Super 17 would have been on that team. Back in the day, that Super Saiyan 3 Grade 8 Kid Goku was super good. And then, now you have Baby and the GT trio, who don't fit on the Shadow Dragon category because it's Shadow Dragons. It's kind of like Goku with the Dragon Ball Saga. It's like, but even more limited, and without really, really good units. There's that Tech Nova Shenron, who is a support type unit for the team, and then you have the Oceanus Shenron, who are supposedly very, very good. I have both of them. Tech Nova isn't easy aid, and then I haven't put any investment into Oceanus because I don't use this team. I rarely use Omega Shenron to begin with. I just don't have a use, and I put him in B above Gogeta and Vegeta only because he has better stats. He has big bad bosses. He lowers attack. He's basically cooler, just not as good. Cooler with no defense, essentially. Meh. Not my favorite thing in the world. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I'm gonna put you here. I really enjoyed using Physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I hate the tech one, like a lot. I really don't like. There are a few units that I hate in this game, and that Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is one of them. Physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is he's still good. He hits immense on his 12 and 11 key, but he just massively raises attack on his 11 key, which is fine. They made a difference with the two of them, and I like the difference, and I like the distinction. I don't know. I always forget that he, lowers his own defense for the first 7 turns. That is one thing that I'm like, ugh. Thinking about that now, I'll do this. I just always forget that, which is why he's not defensive in the slightest. But his links are super good. The Innocence, Budding Warrior, Limit Breaking Form, Over and Flash, Fused Fighter is great. Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle, really, really good links for things like Majin Buu Saga and Super Saiyan 3. And even things like Hybrid Saiyans, you can run them on really well. Unless you're running the other physical EZA Super Saiyan Gotenks, I don't recommend running him on Youth. But he's like a staple on Fusion, pretty much. Unless you're going for like a tankier team, in which don't put him anywhere near there. I hate this card. I'm gonna do this. This is another case, another Super Saiyan 3 another Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks case where, except the opposite, where I like the Easy 8 version way better. His team doesn't fit very, very well. It does later on with the introduction of Dabura and the Super Saiyan 1. Yeah, he's Super Saiyan 1 Great Saiyaman, who are 2 support type units. The thing with him is that he's just so slow. He's so slow, and Like, the just AGL Vegito is so much better on actually no, this is more accurate to Omega Shenron, where, you know, the EZA one is better and you can't even use them on that team. I would love to be using AGL Vegito on Majin Buu Saga, but I can't do that because close my window. But I can't do that because this guy's the leader, and I don't like physical Vegito. I really do want. I want another Shadow Dragon leader. I want another Majin Buu Saga leader, because I need something to mix it up. And I really hope that Shadow Dragon or that Majin Buu Saga leader, I hope it's not like a Vegito. You know, give me Goten and Trunks who transform into Gotenks, and then via active skill, or no, via just regular transformation, and then who transform into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks at active skill. I think that would be great. You know, because it utilizes all the links that you want: Prepare for Battle, Fused Fighter, Over in a Flash, Super Saiyan, the Innocents. You know, there's a ton of units on that team with the Innocents. I guess the only, you know, crappy part is that Goten and Trunks, then make them a Super Saiyan Goten and Trunks, and make them the Majin Buu lead, and make them a youth lead. I think that'd be great, because then I could actually use the units I want to use on Majin Buu Saga. Where are you? You go up here. I have soured on Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, but that's only because I pulled him so many times. I've pulled him so many times now, to the point where I started feeding other Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta him because of SA. It's the same thing with Super Saiyan 3 Goku for me. AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I've pulled so many of that unit that I started feeding other of the same name that unit, the Dokkan Fest. He's super good. He's so good. I prefer him over transforming Vegeta as a leader, just because I like the tankiness for the events that I'm going in with him, and the fact that I don't need to worry about super attacking with him every single turn, because his defense will be built up at one point or another. Building up defense is great. If you have him rainbowed, giving him 11 additional and 15 crit, he's going to crit a ton, he'll additional a ton. 30% chance starting at the 4th turn. Okay. I thought there was an HP restriction there for whatever reason. I thought there was an HP restriction. No. Him building up crit and massively lowering defense, really good for the Legendary Goku event. He takes a little bit of damage from Int UI Goku, but he'll be taking peanuts from STR UI Goku, which is really good, and honestly, it's kind of what you want. His links are great: Super Saiyan Warrior Gods, Prodigies, you know, standard. He has a ton of categories. He has 10 right now on Global. I don't know if he gets more on JP, but like all the categories he's on are just great. Bond of Master and Disciple, Worthy Rival, Siblings, Bond of Vegeta's Family, Transformation Boost, Reps of the Universe 7, Full Power, Pure Saiyans, Universe Survival, and Realm of Gods. Just all top tier awesome categories. I have no issue with him, and he really does deserve to be up here, even though he has aged a little bit, but he's aged really well. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I struggle to put him in S. He, for me, will probably go here. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Not bad. He's not a bad unit. I think he's aged. He is a tad aged. Just countering super attacks. He gets attack and defense on super. He lowers extreme type enemy attack by 20%. Excuse me. But the thing is that he has no defense. So if he gets hit with normals, if he gets hit with normals before super attack, it's gonna be choppy. After super attack, it'll be better. It sucks because he's kind of necessary on the fusion team right now, because the fusion team is so limited, which is like one problem that I do have personally with him. Rather, with the fusion category, the fusion dance category. The TUR category is just fine. But the fusion category, because it's only limited to fusion dance, instead of things just like, non-Patara fusion, it just makes it so choppy. He's not bad. He has Saiyan Roar, he has Over and Flash, he has Shocking Speed, he has GT, a lot of key links, obviously. Oh, he doesn't have Saiyan Roar. Oh, that's right. He doesn't have Saiyan Roar because he has 4 key links. Shocking Speed, Over and Flash, Fuse Fighter, GT. Yeah, I know he has to have Kamehameha and Super Saiyan in Fierce Battle. I do wish he had Saiyan Roar aside from Kamehameha, but maybe we'll get that later. But the other shitty part is that, like, in the future, if we get an LR Gogeta, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he's gonna have legendary power, and that's probably gonna get rid of Shocking Speed, and then he still won't have Saiyan Roar. I don't know. He's not bad. He's a little old. Janemba is another case, just kind of down here. Strength Janemba is another case of just, he has Int Gogeta syndrome. He's a post-EZA unit, and Int Janemba is, a top 5 EZA for sure. He's top 3 probably. He's in my top 3. But, Strength Janemba, still being able to dodge, guards against all attacks still. He doesn't have any defense, which is what really makes the Int one better. But, still has immense. He's not a bad unit. He's just a little old. When I think he'll probably be a decent option for Extreme Super Battle Road. Maybe. Just because he doesn't have any defense, that's the one kicker, even though he does guard all attacks. He's not bad. Again, he's in the same boat as Int Gogeta, where once they EZA, they're going to be way better than their previous counterparts. Jiren. I put Jiren here. I put Jiren in SS. His links, his team, his defense, his chance to stun, his critting on stuns is just really, 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 really good. He links super well with hit. I think they have a ton of links together, actually. I think they have everything but Hero of Justice and Godly Power. Everything else they have. So Cold Judgment, Shocking Speed, In Fighter, Tournament Power, and Fierce Battle. And hit being a stunning unit is really, really good with that. I do want to see more Jiren. There are better Tournament of Power leaders. Actually, Hit gives the same buff as Jiren, and I believe STR Blue Kaioken Goku gives either the same buff or he gives like a split buff. Let me check. I don't have STR Kaioken Goku either. It's been a long time since I've gotten the most recent Dokkan Fest that I pulled is Bardock, and I hadn't pulled one. Oh boy, when was the last time I got a Dokkan Fest on their initial banner? I don't even remember. STR Kaioken Goku gives a split for reps of Universe 7 and Tournament Power. But Jiren is super good. I have no complaints really with Jiren. I wish he had a little bit more defense. I wish his chance to stun was a little higher. But overall, I get pretty lucky in the stunts in Super Battle Road, so can't really be too hard on him. You're an easy. I love this unit. I wish I could put him in Z, but I'm going to be putting him here. STR Rose is so good to me. I love using him. I love getting the chance to use him just, On super attack, he gives extreme allies 30% for 1 turn. He gives, he has an attack buff of 120%. He gives extreme types 3 key, 50% attack. He lowers a super class enemy attack. He does it all. His links are incredible. The only thing is that he's aged. He's old. At Rainbow, he only has 10,000 defense, almost like round up to 11. So it's not bad, but it's like it's not everything. I wish there were more situations in which I could use him. But, that remains to be seen. He'll probably get an easy A at the back end of the 120s, because AGL Rose isn't even easy A yet. But I love using this guy. I really do. There. You go here. STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, such a fall from grace of being like one of the best units in the game, the best TUR in the game, to being reduced to C tier. His biggest problem was when the Shadow Dragon at the 250 million downloads. 200 million? Or was it 250 million? No, 200 million download celebration. That's right. The 200 million download celebration, which introduced categories for JP and to be released for global. That was a long time ago. Jesus, that was a long time ago. But he should have been on the Shadow Dragon category, or the Shadow Dragon category should have just been GT. That is the biggest kicker for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He does have a really high attack buff. He does get 150% attack. He raises defense for 6 turns. He doesn't get defense on super, or on, at start of turn. But, I think that he'll probably get, 150% attack, 100% defense, and then, defense plus 30% for 9 turns. That'll be his easy A. I don't know. I think Super STR is stacked in a different way now that kind of makes it so he's old. It's another product of age. He's almost 3 years old. He is 3 years old in Japan. He's almost 3 years old on global, so it's like, meh. For what you have, he's good. But, only time will tell what happens with a former legend. I keep losing my place. Oh, Transforming Super Boo. You go here. You go right there. He could have been so good, and he's not. Transformation Boost is such a good team, and he's such a sucky leader for it. He lowers it, he could be so good. He lowers attack and defense. He has a start of turn buff, but the fact that his transformations are based on HP, the lower HP, the better the transformation, and the fact that it's 5 turns. 5 turns is a lot. It really is a lot. I see Gogeta do it a ton, sure, but I'm also using Gogeta in events in which he'll be useful. Super Boo really isn't useful anywhere. Even in Transformation Boost Super Battle Road, I didn't use Super Boo. And he's just not, he doesn't have it. Maybe when there's an artificial life form leader that isn't an LR, he'll be better. That's a possibility. But for now, I don't really like Transforming Super Boo. His links aren't even that bad. He has, Fear and Faith. He has Fierce Battle. He has Metamorphosis. Brutal Beatdown is pretty decent. But then it's Majin, Infinite Regeneration, Wall Standing Tall. They're not great links. He's hindered by that. You also go down here. STR Ultimate Gohan. He stacks attack. He gives He has 120% attack buff. He gives 50% to allies. But it's his medium chance to guard all attacks that is a problem. You know, I wish he just did it. That's it. I think he'd be really, really good still if he just guarded attacks, like off the bat. Because he gives himself 50% defense. And, you know, that's that. His links are okay. Shocking Speed, Powered Bestowed by God, Infighter, Saint Lineage, Fierce Battle. Z Fighters is whatever, All in the Family is okay. But he's really hindered by just not being able to always guard attacks. Him and Super Boo also fall in the category of they got replaced, and their replacements are so good. Their replacements are really, really, really good. And next up is Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. This is tricky. This is tricky. I want to put him in A. I would put him here. Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, if I can find him. He is not a bad unit. He hits really hard. He gets 170% or 100% attack, and then he gets attack and defense by up to 70% the more HP he has. And then also counter super attacks. That's like the biggest thing, is that it is HP restricted. I wish it scaled instead, where it is kind of like, I know Int Kid Goku does this, where it's like the more HP he has, the more attack. Or is it the more HP he has, the more defense, and then the less HP, the more attack? It's something like that. That I think would work for this Goku, but the fact that he does get a lower attack and defense buff, depending on HP, does hinder him a little. He has Saiyan Roar, and he has Saiyan Roar, Prepare for Battle, Shocking Speed, GT, Saiyan Lineage, Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle. Great links. He links really, really well with the LR, with the STR one. You know, I like this card. I like him a lot. He's just kind of... He's unused more so just because he got replaced by Broly as a full power leader. Shadow Dragons isn't run. Pure Saiyans, there are better options depending on what you want to do. And Goku's family, again, there are better options depending on what you want to do. You know, I think that he'll make a resurgence when the STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku gets an awakening. I think he'll make a really big resurgence when Shadow Dragons gets a new leader, hopefully transforming Sin Shenron into Omega. But other than that, he's just meh. He's underused, just because, you know, his categories are just there. Where the hell did you... Where did he go? Oh, you don't go in C. You definitely don't belong in C. He's not the... I do like you better than Jiren. He goes in double S. I love Transforming Frieza. Transforming Frieza, for whatever reason, just feels so much better than me than Transforming Goku. He feels so much better than me. Better to me than Transforming Goku. Maybe it's because of the teams. He's on so many teams. He's on 9 categories right now. Resurrected Warriors, Movie Bosses, Full Powers, Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Dragon Ball Seekers, Terrifying Conquerors, Target Goku Revenge, and just the vast difference of categories. Like, he's on Dragon Ball Seekers? That's awesome. Just the fact that he's on a different team. He's on such a crazy different team than what you would expect him to be, for me, just makes him so much better. Obviously, raising attack and defense is his MO. He heals instead. I think Fear and Faith changes for Shocking Speed at his 3rd form. Yeah. And then I believe Metamorphosis turns into Prodigies at his final form, and then obviously Gold. He's super good. I don't know why, but he just feels so much better to me than Transforming Goku does, which is why I've put him up here. And I only recently got dupes for him. I got dupes for him off of Bardock's banner for the first time. I can't remember. I think I pulled... Oh my god, when did I even pull Transforming Frieza? I don't even remember when I pulled him. I didn't pull him on his initial banner. So I can tell you that for sure. But, you know, I love that he's there, you know. That's how that is. Next, oh hit. No, I think you're better than Ultimate Gohan. Hit doesn't suck. He does kind of suck. His categories aren't even bad. He has Tournament of Power and Universe 6. He has Universe 6 is HP, attack, and defense plus 170. Tournament of Power is pretty much just, it is literally Jiren's leader skill copy paste. Like I said, he's a really really good linking partner with Jiren, but everything he does is based off of stunning and lowering attack, which you can't always do, which to me just sucks. Experienced fighters, Cold Judgment, Infighter, Shocking Speed, Tournament of Power, Warriors of Universe 6, and Fierce Battle. Just, again, he has so much potential. He's only on 3 categories: Universe 6, Tournament of Power, and Target Goku, and it's just like, you could have been so good, and he has no defense. So unfortunately, he goes down here. I do kind of like him better than Super Boo, so I'll put him at the top of D. Archmasu, you. You go here. Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku he's not bad. Again, he's just aged a bit, where, he has no defense. He just has an attack buff, and then he can get, attack plus 20%. He can get another 100%, but that is really based on Rainbow Key Spheres, and if he hits that. And that's the biggest thing. Links are great. He has Revival. He has... this is from the Janemba movie. So, Saiyan Lineage, Owen Flash, Revival. He's good on Revived Warriors because of that. Majin Buu Saga, Super Saiyan 3, Pure Saiyans, Movie Heroes, Goku Family. He's not bad. When he EZAs, he'll be better, I think. Because I think he'll actually get a defensive buff and then also create Rainbow Orbs for him to use. Nothing really to say about him. You are trash. This is the worst Dokkan Fest exclusive in the game for sure. Mine's at 79%. He lowers defense. He doesn't really get that high of an attack boost per orb anyways. He's not even the best extreme tech leader anymore. There's literally Transforming Frieza and EZA Golden Frieza are better than him. He sucks. I have such a love-hate relationship with Tech Vegito Blue. Such a love-hate relationship that he just doesn't... I have him rainbowed with full additional, and he never additional super attacks for me. I think this is more like... yeah, that's fine. I think that's a good place for him. Because he can be really good. He can be incredible, but you have to get lucky in additional super attack all the time. And if you don't do that, then he sucks. There's no defense. He'll hit hard, but so will every unit on this list has the potential to hit hard. And especially looking at what an EZA for a Vegito Blue can do, I'm excited for his EZA, even though I know it's going to be a long time coming. That's really it in terms of Tech Vegito Blue. Transforming Vegeta. I'm going to put you in S because of how useful you are in the Legendary Goku event. I don't like using him as much as I do the AGL Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. He raises defense, he's a nuker, which I always forget. His links stay consistent except for the one God phase, which is fine. I do wish he was on Movie Heroes because of that God phase, but he's not. He has tons of categories, Pure Saiyans, Vegeta's Family, Full Power Realm of Gods, Transformation Boost, Super Saiyan, Siblings Bond, Worthy Rivals, Bond of Master and Disciple. He'll get Super Saiyan 2 when that category comes out. He doesn't have Super Saiyan 3, which is, I guess, fine. which in turn could make Goku more useful than him, but the difference is that there's something about it, like it feels like he has more defense than Goku does. Like he just takes less damage, and that's because he has a defensive buff. You know, he has an attack and defense buff of 120%, so he does just feel better than Goku because he has that defensive buff. Pure Saiyans is a great team, and he's the best Pure Saiyans leader in terms of like attack and all that, but in terms of like HP and defense, Evolution Blue is where it's at. I love this unit. I don't have him. I wish I did though. I'll put that there. I love AGL Zamasu. I love Realm of Gods as a category. I love how well he actually links up with a lot of the characters on the category. I kind of think he's a tad underrated. Just because of his defensive capabilities, which are kind of lacking. But with Tech Merge Zamasu, being a support type unit for him and actually being one of his best friends, I think that does really help this guy a lot. I like him. I really want to pull him, and I don't even know when he's coming back next. Trunks, he goes here. He just goes there. He could possibly be in Z. He's just so good, stacking attack and defense in that second phase. Having a really high buff, getting ki, getting attack. He's just so good. He's just so good. I really just don't have any complaints. His team is great. His sub leader is great. I feel like I would need more time to play with Merge Zamasu to really say that he's triple S, because I feel like AGL Zamasu can be triple S for me. But I'm more hindered by the fact that I don't have them. I really like this Goku, but I know he's not Z or S. He may be triple S. I will put him here. I love his category. Super Saiyan category rocks. Planet Namek is whatever. His passive, getting attack and defense when he gets hit. I think he can get hit 4 times to get the full buff. His biggest thing is that he has an HP restriction, and it's a below HP restriction, below 79%, and he transforms into Super Saiyan Goku, or below 70%. That's right. And he transforms into Super Saiyan Goku, who then stacks defense, and who then becomes really, really good. With his chance of guard, he gets a he gets a chance to guard all enemies' attacks for 3 turns. It's a medium chance. For me, it activates pretty often. And then in that guard chance, he crits. He has a high chance to crit. I wish it was flipped, where he had a high chance to guard and a medium chance to crit. But he gets another 59% attack for the rest of the fight after getting hit, on top of his 80% attack and defense, on top of him stacking defense. I think he's really good. I know he is overrated, but I think the reason he's so good is because Prepared for Battle, Shocking Speed, Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Fierce Battle. The Super Saiyan category is super good. You have the likes of, Blue Gogeta and Broly and the Dead Gogetas and the Vegetos, like the Super Vegetos, and this Trunks, this Trunks, this Gohan, this Vegeta, this Goku, and then looking down here, you, all them are these guys, the LR fusions, LR Gohan. The Super Saiyan category is so good, and I think that's where a lot of it comes from. That's my thought process personally. Piccolo. I know Piccolo is super good. I don't have him. I didn't summon on his banner. His banner was kind of trashy to me. Actually, no. I did summon on his banner. I did one summon, and I ended up getting Super Saiyan Goku. That's not where he's going to go. Give me a quick second so I can look up his details. There he is. Nope. I need you. There we go. He raises defense, stacks defense here. I know he's supposed to be like really, really good. How dare they? They have his transformation as a fusion, but he's not in the fusion category. That's trash. Stacks defense, recovers HP, and then he can... Really? Wow. And he always looks at he recovers HP whenever it is 77%. Whenever your HP is 77% or less. And then he always sees enemy super attacks. His links pretty good. Cold Judgment, Shocking Speed, Brainiacs, Experienced Fighters, Fierce Battle. Not bad. When he transforms, links are the same. He reduces damage. Wow. He's super good. I'm actually gonna put him up here. If I had him, I think I would put him here just because he reduces damage by 40% on top of having an attack and defense buff of 120%, on top of already having stacked defense a ton, on top of also critting. Wow. And then he still heals, and he still sees super attacks. And he has a chance to stun. He's super good. I guess the big limitation is that he has to be on either his own team to super. No, he has to be on his own team to super because of the 2 Piccolos or the Nail, because his categories are kind of limited. Yeah, Namekians, Worthy Rivals, Android and Cell Saga, and then Bond of Master and Disciple. Wow. I'm going to leave him there. Maybe I'll do this. Actually, I'll do this. Just because of that limitation. But if you hit that, he's super good. This Gohan. I don't have this Gohan. He's S tier. He's Z tier for me. I love the Hybrid Saiyans team. I love that he's a support unit for Master and Student Bond. Or Bond of Master and Disciple, I guess. I really did want him. He greatly raises defense. He is everything. I would want this... Where are you? This guy to be more. And his transformation is really, really good. He always reduces damage. He, gets key and attack and defense per Master and Student Bond category ally on the rotation, or is it on the team? Attacking the same terms of the rotation. Greatly, he stacks attack at that point. His links are great. On his own team, he's super good, and even on Goku family team, there's bound to be. He's so good. He is just so good. And this also leads into the next one, Cooler. I have so much. I don't have Cooler, but I have a ton of experience using Cooler. I don't think I really need to gush over Cooler, because I think if you're watching this and the other super big Dokkan tubers, really, really love Cooler. He is, potentially, he's a top tier TUR for a reason. He's the second or first best TUR for a reason. If you're not counting EZAs, then he's definitely the first, but if you're counting EZAs, I personally like Physical Vegito Blue a little better. Then we have Android 13. Android 13 isn't bad. I would put him on this level. I hate that he's an Android leader. I don't like the Target Goku category, just because I really wish that if he was Target Goku in artificial life forms, I would have been happy. Because I really want artificial life forms to get a team, to get really good representation, and he's not bad. If he was, Target Goku or androids, Key 3, HP 30%, and then attack and defense plus 170, that'd be fine. And then his passive, attack and defense plus 130%, artificial life forms category allies, Key 2 and 30%. His attacks are guaranteed to hit. His transformation is good. It's really, really good. All you need are, 2 android category allies starting at it's starting at the 5th turn, which is a little late. But then he is good. He is really, really good. The only the thing that sucks about him is that his banner sucks. Yeah, that's currently the banner that is up right now on global, is the Android 13 banner. His banner sucks. He's another Android category leader. I wish there was more for Android 13, but I will put him here because he is, I think, better than these units here. I really do like him. Last but not least, Kaioken Goku. Kaioken Goku, for me, is my favorite unit that I don't have. I want him so bad because I love running Representatives of Universe 7. I love Tournament of Power. I love the teams he's on. I love what he does. That Spirit Bomb is so good. I don't have him, and I'm afraid that he's going to get the hit treatment where he won't come back until the next Christmas banner. But, I just hit my mouse, ow. But he is just, I think he's so good, and I'm very upset that I don't have him. Everything about him is good. He stacks attack. He gets 10% attack and defense, up to 59%, so round up 60. He gets an additional 59% attack, becomes super effective against all types. And then, when he supers at 59% HP or below, I know that only happens once. I wish it was consistent. But then there's his active skill, which, when you hit that, obviously you need... He's kind of like in Kid Goku, where if you have the chance to use the active skill, that's the chance to use it now, because within Kid Goku, it'll be a guaranteed crit. With Spirit Bomb, Goku, this guy here, it will be guaranteed super effective against all types, and you'll have that extra 59% attack, and then he'll give an LRB pan buff. He's just so good, and I don't have him, and it sucks. It sucks that the top 3 units, my 3 favorite units that I have a lot of experience using, I don't even have. But this is my list. We don't need to show Broly. We really don't. Let me know if you agree with it. If you disagree with it. This is open for discussion. Next, I'll do EZA units. And that's going to be fun because I have some very strong opinions about some of these EZA units. Like you. I have a very strong opinion about you. So yeah, let me know. I'm going to be trying to upload way more and record way more now that the Q word is, underway. I have the time. Yeah, I'm still busy with school and online classes. I can't really go outside all too much because that's how that works. Stay inside, people. But I'm really going to try here, doing kind of the same thing I've been doing, trying to be more consistent. I don't know. I do have 232 stones right now, and I know Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku's banners coming out, but I'm kind of struggling personally on whether I should save for the 5-year anniversary or summon for that banner, because I do actually really like Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku. So again, let me know. I'm Paint Boy. I didn't even say that at the beginning. Holy crap, I didn't say it at the beginning. I'm Paint Boy. I'm out of here.